A young Indian student who went to the United States to build her future has now become the face of a heartbreaking tragedy. Neelam Tanaji Shinde, a 35-year-old student from Vadgaon Umraj in Satara district, died in the US after spending nearly 14 months in a coma following a hit-and-run accident in California. According to reports, the accident happened on February 14, 2025 in Sacramento, California, when Neelam was hit by a speeding vehicle while she was out walking. The driver fled the scene and police later arrested 58-year-old Lawrence Gallo in connection with the hit-and-run case. Neelam suffered severe injuries to her head, arms, legs and chest, and she was rushed to C. Davis Medical Center in Sacramento. Doctors performed surgery and admitted her to the ICU, but she never regained consciousness after the crash. For months, her condition remained extremely critical. Reports say she stayed in a coma for nearly 14 months, and despite continuous medical care, there was no meaningful neurological recovery. Her case became more serious later when complications developed, including an infection linked to a feeding tube. Doctors reportedly withdrew life support on March 28, 2026 after her condition continued to worsen. Soon after that, Neelam passed away, bringing an end to a long and painful fight that had shocked her family and drawn attention in India and the US. Neelam's story is especially painful because she was not just a victim of an accident, she was a student trying to build a life for herself abroad. Reports describe her as a final year student at California State University, and some coverage also mentioned that she had earlier worked as a software engineer intern and as a data science intern at NASA Ames Research Center. Her family in Maharashtra learned about the accident only later, after her roommate informed them. Since then, they had been living with uncertainty, hoping for recovery while also dealing with the emotional and practical challenge of being far away from her. The tragedy also brought attention to Neelam's final wish. Reports say organ donation was discussed and her family agreed to donate her skin and cornea, turning an unbearable loss into a final act of giving life to others. Neelam Shinde's story is now being remembered as a deeply emotional reminder of how one reckless moment can destroy an entire future. It is a story of ambition, suffering and sacrifice, and a painful reminder of the risks faced by students living far from home.